Hey, this is Retired Geek Woman with Stardew Valley 1.5 Retired Slow Play, part number 14. And when we left off, last time we had a major victory in the mine and got an awesome reward for it. So we're starting off our 6th day of fall of year 1 with a great attitude. It's going to be cloudy with wind tomorrow, and our luck for today is the spirits are very happy. They'll do their best to shower everyone with good luck. So we're going to come out on outside, and look what Pam sent us, a battery. Interesting item for Pam to send us. So as we continue to work on our relationships with the people of Pelican Town, they will continue to send us gifts of recipes and items. And I thought that Pam's choice of gift was interesting, especially in the beginning here where batteries are hard to come by. We'll be needing them a lot later. We haven't used them yet. But anyway, thank you, Pam. Appreciate the gift. So we're going to keep our furnaces hopping, and we're going to pet our kitty. Hi, kitty. And we're going to fill the kitty water bowl. Again, keep those relationships with your pets strong. It really helps. And we come into our coop, and we have a gold large egg. Thank you, Lucy, for that. And we have gold star mayonnaise that we can sell. And we check with Clara, who's got 3.5 stars now. And we milk Clara and get a large milk can, the gray star quality, which is the medium quality. Pop that in the cheese press because we make more money if we process our products instead of just throwing them in the shipping bin. So come on back over here and put away our morning chore tools. That way we don't get mixed up with what we got. Down here we have got some hay, that's wheat actually, that's ready. And when you hit that, when you hit your scythe to hit the wheat, sometimes you get hay along with it. So it's kind of like a bonus. And so that's a good thing. And right now I'm checking to see, I was pretty sure that that's the fall crop bundle. So we need to keep an eye on that. Those 4 items that we need to turn into for the community bundle there. We're going to keep an eye on that community center that we can actually see from our inventory. There's so many things that we have to collect for that, and we just need to keep an eye on it. We have lots of things already, like that's 10 wheat and 10 hay, and I think it's an apple. Yeah, it's an apple. And we need 3 of those. So anyway, we need to keep an eye on all of those things. You can see here that the general vegetable, I'm trying to say, chest is quite full. We've got problems here. Right now the seeds are in it as well as the vegetables. And we're going to have to make some more chests here because we just don't have the room for things. It takes 13 days for pumpkins to mature. So I'm going to go ahead and plant those in some of the spots here where we had removed some things. 13 days will take us to the 19th, and that's still plenty of time. We only have 28 days in a month, so you have to keep in mind what you're planting so that whatever you're planting has time to grow and harvest. Again, I'm looking at my inventory, the inventory in the chest, thinking, man, we're going to have to split some things out here. Eventually, I will have these chests, most of these chests inside of sheds, but we can't afford them right now. Our bok choy is able to be harvested. So this, what I tried to do is grow at least one of each kind of available vegetable each season. And that's why you're seeing the bok choy there. So we need to double check to make sure that we did get everything. I have a feeling that we didn't when we first bought our fall seeds, but we'll make sure that we've grown everything. Man, you can look here and say, ugh, this is bad. What I will eventually end up with, and I haven't shown you this. I do have an 11-year game that does show what my plan is. So basically I will be breaking it down by seasons. So there'll be a chest for seeds only for spring, and then a chest for seeds only for summer and fall, so broken down by the 3 different seasons. And then there'll be a chest for only for vegetables for spring and then summer and then fall, and a chest for fruits only for spring, summer, and fall. That's what I'll eventually end up with. Obviously right now we've got outside, and it's not good to have these chests outside. I've heard that lightning can strike them and things like that, and I've never had that happen, but I've heard it can. So anyway, I decided, I mean, this is kind of getting out of control right now already, but we just don't have room. What I decided to do here was create a chest for, at least for seeds. And that will give us some more room in the vegetable, the general vegetable thing here. So you can see all the seeds I'm taking out of here. Any seed that are in here, including the mahogany seeds that I have been saving. And I haven't decided what to do with those yet. I think I did plant one just to see what it would look like. I can't remember. In my 11-year game, I don't remember what they look like. So it's been a little while since I played that game. So anyway, that gave us enough room that we could put our bok choy away. We also have our wheat. And so I'm kind of trying to get organized a little bit. So that'll do for now. And anyway, that's what I'm thinking in my head here. And so now we got to decide what we're going to do today. We know that we've got the Robins project where I've got to go get 80 hardwood. And I really think that was kind of bad. What I did is she said gather 80 pieces. Well, I had already gathered them and put them in my chest. So I misunderstood that completely. So anyway, I'm not sure what we're going to do about that. We are going to start keeping our cheese that we get from our milk that we're processing, because we found that cheese can save us in the mine. Our last episode was a major win for us because we made it down to level 90, and the cheese is what saved our life. So we had lots of vegetables and things that we could eat with us, but none of them gave us the incredible health boost that we desperately needed. So anyway, I was very excited about that I figured that I remembered that finally. It's like, okay, we can afford not to do that. What I was looking for here is, I mentioned in my previous episode that I had gone into the mine and I had died in the mine, and it took my sword, and I was very upset with it. And I had I reloaded. I didn't show that on camera because I almost never do that. I mean, I just don't. I just play through whatever the problem is and go on. Well, it was going to cost me almost 700 gold to get my sword back, which kind of made me aggravated. And so I reloaded. Well, in that time that I was in the mine, I got some of that red quartz that we need for the community center. And I forgot that it was on that. When I reloaded, I lost it. So I had been just searching there thinking, I know I've got that. Well, I didn't. It was in the reload, and I finally remembered. So that's what you saw me doing there. So it's very, very rare that I ever will reload. So we're going to come and check with Pierre and see what we might still need. And I don't remember if I bought the amaranth seeds, and I wasn't sure. I tend to buy seeds in 8s because I'm not doing the grape starter because we can get grapes everywhere. They're forgeable, which I think is interesting. You can grow them too. I don't know why about that. We're gonna anyway. I normally buy in groups of 8 because you can put 8 around the quality sprinklers, and it's going to be a little while before we can have the iridium quality sprinklers, which are another step up. So for now it's 8s because you can put that many around the sprinklers. So I was pretty sure I wanted more wheat, and I wanted to make sure that I had the amaranth, I'm still saying that wrong, seeds, so that we can give them to whoever it was that requested them. So I went ahead and planted them and put them right here at the top. So anyway, we may have more than we need, and that's okay. That doesn't matter. In the fall, your pumpkin seeds are going to be your absolute highest moneymaker. And so I'm really glad we bought pumpkin seeds to start off with ourselves, and then we were given pumpkin seeds as a reward for something in the museum, I think it was. So that was great. So that meant I think we ended up with 18, or we will end up with 18 pumpkins. And that's a wonderful start. And you can pickle them, and that's a really good way to make money. So what I'm doing now is getting ready to, since it said that the mine was, I forget what it said. I think the spirits were happy today. I also want to go down here. I really need to go down and see how much redwood we can get in one trip. We're supposed to have 80 for Robin, and look over here to the left. We got another mushroom tree. I've never had that happen that I recall, that I had mushrooms growing in 2 different locations on my farm. So it was like, that's so interesting. Not sure what I'm going to do about it. Mushroom trees are a very special tree. They happen as a result of having a group of trees that are together, and one of them will magically transform into a mushroom tree. And then you can propagate them from there. So I've got one up above near Grandpa's grave, and I had one down below. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. I only want them in a certain area and not a ton of them. This is the super secret forest that is down here close to Marnie's ranch, off to the west there. And each time you hit one of those big stumps like that, you will get either 2 or 3 hardwood. So I thought, let's go down here and see how many we can get. I really didn't understand that I had to harvest, or actually collect it. I didn't read that quest carefully enough. I'm pretty confident there's no way in the world in 4 days we could have collected that much hardwood, because there's only so much in so many places that you can go. So I thought I'd come down here and add this up just to see. I wasn't sure, but I don't think we have any stumps left on our property. Down here there's slimes down here, and so I go ahead and get the slimes if I can, just because we need 99 total slime for the community center. I don't recall if we need it for any other things that we can craft. We'll check it later. I was trying to figure out how to get to that one. It's like, oh, okay, there we go. So there are some hidden little places down here, but anyway, I wanted to make sure that I look at this one hiding over here in the bushes. Oh, got you, buddy. Love my new sword. Love, love, love my new sword. When I come down to this little secret area, you got to be careful to make sure that you don't have any slimes hiding in these bushes, because they'll come right out and get you. So here's the last stump, and let's see how many that gets us total. 14. So we got 14 that we've gathered. And if we look at that quest, and we will here in a bit, that's what it will show that we've gathered. So that's kind of frustrating, because I don't know where else to get hardwood other than that little super secret area right there, and the ones that are on your property, which I've already chopped down. So not sure what we're going to do about that. It may be a quest that goes by the wayside. I'm not sure if we can go back and retrieve our hardwood. We probably ought to do that. So anyway, I was just kind of looking around here. I was very surprised to see that mushroom tree over there. It's like, wow, okay. And what happens to that is that you can tap them and they will give you mushrooms. So it's kind of cool. Mushrooms are items that are used for crafting and cooking and things like that. I never have gotten too much into it. Oops, wrong chest. Gotta remember my new reorganization here. Resources. So we're back up to almost 50 of the hardwood, but she's got 80 of it. So I'm not sure what we're going to do about that. Oh, let's see here. Check in everything. I'm not sure what to do with my mushroom. Normally when I get all my, spring, summer, fall chests, I put the mushrooms in a chest with the fruit, I think. So, I don't know what to do. I'm not sure. Thinking about it, what do we need to go to the mine if we're going to go to the mine. Haven't made up my mind what I'm going to do today, and I don't know where to put that winter root. And I was wondering if it was something that we needed for one of the bundles. Just not sure, so I keep checking it. As I mentioned before, I check things like that obsessively, just to kind of double check my own self. But really, I've got a lot of the things that we can take up there, so I really should gather them up and head up there and at least put the ones that I currently have. just because, we're not, there's that fire. Oh, that makes me so mad. we're not obviously going to make it this year, but there it is. Winter root is one of the winter foraging bundle items. That winter root is a winter item, and I think we got that in a mine somewhere. So anyway, we'll forage for that in the wintertime. So I decided to go ahead and put our things away that we're not going to use for now. I debated, because I have more inventory space, about keeping the hoe. Because we come across those little wormy things all the time, and every single time I leave the farm, I'm always bummed that I don't have it with me. So I was looking at this and thinking, man, we really should take a little bit more food with us. And so I always want to check this. I got one more thing here. What's this? A spice berry. Got ourselves a spice berry. So we're gonna. We don't have a lot that we're taking with us to the mine, and I'm not sure even really if today's the day, because I don't know. The day, it's already 4:20 p.m. That's what I'm looking at. It's 4:20 p.m. Found another mushroom. It's like, oh my goodness. So we may have to do my new way of doing things sooner rather than later. I hate to have that many chests hanging out. And then, by the way, what I did just then is I looked at the time. It's 4:30 p.m. That's way too late for me to go to the mine. I will not make it down 5 levels, especially because our levels are getting harder. So it's like, what am I going to spend my time doing? And I don't have any more bait. So we need to go down to the levels of the mine that have those flying bugs. That gives us the bug meat that we need. So I'm really looking at, I also noticed I had 2 of that other kind of fish. So it's like, go toss that in the bin. We need the money. What I'm thinking here is that, I want to get to 10,000 gold so that we can go purchase the upgrade on the cabin, because the next upgrade gives us a kitchen. And that's absolutely invaluable in making foods. Again, the more you... what should I do today? Well, we could tell her... Well, we don't want to say anything rude, like, don't be a selfish crybaby. My goodness, I don't know if that helps or hurts your relationship when you say things to people. I'm really not sure. Irregardless, I would not say something so rude. I wouldn't say anything so rude. I checked the calendar, and we missed 2 birthdays so far this season. Ugh, I'm doing terrible at that this year. Terrible. So I really need to work on that the following year and make sure that I hit those birthdays, because it really helps your relationships with people to give them a gift on their birthday. And, helping those relationships is very important for a number of reasons. Not only because it's just part of the role-playing of the world, but also because as they become friends, they send you gifts, they react to you differently. There's spouses that you can select from once you get to a certain level of friendship with people. So there's a lot of reasons for that, and one of the fastest ways to get extra hearts is to give them gifts on their birthdays. It's best to give them gifts that they love, but at this point, unless we are using the wiki to find out what those gifts are, we don't know what they love. It seems like almost everybody likes flowers. So that's what I've been doing, is the forageable flowers that we get every season. There's a salmon, that's good. The forageable flowers that we get every season is the ones that I've been saving, and that's what I've been giving people. I haven't had anybody say, I hate that. So I sure hope I don't come across somebody who hates the flowers. And it doesn't matter, male, female, nobody I've come across seems to hate the flowers. So really, it would be to my advantage to find as many flowers as I possibly can and get them in the hands of people like every day. But I don't have that many flowers. What I did there just a minute ago is something you have to really be careful of. I launched my fish, or I cast my hook on my fishing rod, and I've got a twitch in my finger, and I accidentally had my finger on the mouse, and it twitched at the wrong time when there was no hit, and it pulled my bobber out of the water. Thankfully, I don't have any bait that it would have wasted. I'd been mad. See these bubbles over there? When there's bubbles in the water, which I just barely missed, supposedly you get better quality fish if you can get your fishing rod and out into the bubbles of the water. And they show up at random places, both in the ocean and the lakes and the ponds. And I haven't done enough pond fishing. This is a river fishing here. Ooh, another chest. Maybe we'll get lucky again. Ah! I didn't have enough time for it to be on the chest for it to get it, but oh, what a bummer. So it's after 8 o'clock at night, which makes, I think, this evening fishing, and you get different fish in the evening than you do in the daytime. So, well, that's not, I mean, it's not like only this kind of fish, only that kind of fish. It's certain kind of fish are only available in the evening times. And some fish are available all day, all particular season and things like that. So, you know, if I was looking for a specific fish, if I needed just one more fish or something for the community center, then I would probably save myself a lot of headache and go check the wiki and find out where is it, where is that fish, how can I get it. So, I mean, I'm not at that point. I might be at that point the following year. Hopefully my fishing will increase by then. I will have a bobber or whatever the case may be and bait, whatever I have on there that makes fishing a little bit easier, because I do struggle so much with fishing, and those things make it less of a pain. And I think it's funny that some people have commented that fishing is their favorite thing in the game. Well, that's great. It's not mine. I got about 100 other things I'd rather be doing. Boy, today's the day for algae. I have 5 so far in my backpack. 5 algae. And I could eat 1 or 2 or 3. You can see my energy's going down. But I do find it interesting that because I went down to that secret place down there that had slimes, that my health bar has stayed. Oh, come on, come on, come on. My health bar has stayed on the screen. That's interesting. Okay. I'm almost losing this fish because I'm really trying hard to get that treasure chest. I want the treasure chest and I want the fish, because if you can't get the fish, you can't get the treasure. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. Got the treasure chest. Now keep the fish. Keep the fish. That's not stress. That's not relaxing. And a smallmouth bass and bait. I'm so glad that worked, because now we have some bait that we can put on our fishing rod. So 10 more pieces of bait. Yay! So let's keep going here. And again, my whole goal here is to get enough fish that we can go over the 9,000, go to the 10,000 mark, so that we can go upgrade our cabin. And so hopefully we'll make that with these fish. The mine, I just didn't have enough food, so I can go to the mine. And I think, okay, it's 10:30. I keep fishing up trash. I'm done. That should be enough. You know, again, I'm not a late night person. You can stay up till 2 o'clock in the morning and pass out if you want. I don't like doing that. Once it gets dark, I can't see very good. Even with my beautiful new glow ring, don't you love how it has glow all around? I will go ahead and go to bed at nighttime. I know that if you're going to power game, you would want to maximize your day, stay up as long as you can, but I'm not into doing that. What I'm doing is comparing the quality. I wanted to get the highest quality that I can find, and storing that in my fish box here, and sell the others. And it's like, okay, where is that? That was a bream. Yep, I got a better quality bream. So it looks like I've got 3 fish to sell. What's that? The salmon? I've got a salmon. So I've got 4 fish to sell, and get rid of some trash. So that should help. We'll see how it looks in the morning. Throw the algae in there. It doesn't give you that much. It can save you. When you first start out, it's kind of the only thing that you have. What I'm doing here is looking to put something else in my preserves jars. Whatever I'd put in there before is ready, and I want to keep that going. I want to keep my furnace going. So that's why I'm getting my stuff here. So let's go see what we had put in the preserve jars before. And it was pickled corn. I was pretty sure that you could pickle corn. So that's cool. There's other things you can do with corn, but for now, we're going to go put them in the shipping bin and see how much money we get for them. So I'm really hoping that between all of that and the other products we put in there today, that we will get over 10,000 by morning. And I had noticed that I still had other geodes and a artifact that we could take to town, and I hadn't done that yet. And it's getting late. It's midnight. It's like, okay, whew, that's a long day for us. So to bed we go. And now it is. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got if we hit over our goal. Boy, we sure did. Woo! Look at that, 1,100. So those fish pushed us over the top. That's what I was trying. So over 1,100. The algae got 75 for the 5 algae, so that'll work. And let's look at our grand total of what we have in our backpack or bank or whatever you want to call it. That puts us at 10,400. So weather for tomorrow, it's going to be clear and sunny tomorrow. And fortune for today, spirits are neutral. It's like blah. Queen of sauce, there's something new. What do we got? Tortillas. Woohoo! We can make tortillas. It's like, this is a long recipe. We learned how to make tortillas, which we can't make because our cabin is not in. Oh, look at this. Look at this. We've got eggplants. All right, eggplants. I get excited when the vegetables are harvested. And we don't have anywhere to put the eggplants. My gosh. We did get some gold star ones. I think I'll go ahead and sell the other ones. So eventually, let's see, Robin. Oh yeah, that, every time I see that makes me mad. What was the other one? Oh, Marnie wanted an amaranth, which I don't know. I don't see, unless these other ones are amaranths growing. I think we made a good decision in buying 8 more and planting them. I mean, we could be planting a lot more stuff here if we wanted to build more sprinklers, but I really don't want to build anymore because I know, I mean, once fall is over, you have winter and you don't plant in the winter time. And hopefully by spring of year 2, I'm able to make the next sprinklers. Hello, kitty. Next sprinklers, which are the iridium quality sprinklers. And they let you plant so much more stuff around them. We are now 4 hearts with Lucy. That's awesome. She's going to give us today a gold star large egg, and we're going to pop it in the mayonnaise container, mayonnaise maker. And let's check Lucy. Hi, Lucy. She's 4 stars too. And we're going to milk, I'm sorry, not Lucy, Clara. What the heck? And do I need more caffeine? Whatever. It is awfully 7:20 a.m. in the morning. Terribly early to try to remember your animals' names. So, anyway, after we wake up here and get moving around on the farm, get the sleep out of our eyes. Now we've got 2 batches of cheese to take to the mine with us. So while I would love the money, I'm going to keep that anyway because that sure saved us. And I think since we're going to be going into harder levels of the mine, which I assume is not going to be easier at level 91 than it was at 90, it's probably a good idea to go ahead and keep those cheeses. What I'm doing now is I did remember that Robin had said that not only did we need 10,000 gold, I believe it was 450 wood, I think is what she said. And so we're actually going to have to chop some more trees down pretty soon. That's a lot of wood that we need. So while we originally had a stack of over 999 and then another stack, you can see that you need a lot of wood for things. And so in this case, 450 pieces of wood and 10,000 gold for us to upgrade our cabin. But it's really time. I mean, we've got so many other things that we need to be spending money on, but I'm trying to do it in an order that makes sense for me. So we got the coop, we got the silo, we got the barn, and my next thing on my list of expensive items is to expand the cabin. And there's reasons for that expansion, and we can talk more about it later. One of the big things, the wizard wants a fresh diamond. I thought I had one in my inventory, but I said okay because I thought I did. And then I'm not so sure about that now. but anyway, being able to cook in the kitchen is a good thing because you can make some pretty good basic foods that are better for taking to the mine. There's luck, that foods that have better luck. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. You'll learn as you go along, if you decide to do cooking, what those foods do. I have never been a huge cooker. In fact, in my 11-year game that I have, one of my main goals is to start cooking the foods. And because I haven't hardly cooked any, and one of the things for 100% completion is to cook every recipe. And I'm not, it's like, I was looking at the list of the ones I had cooked and thought, wow, I need to spend a lot more time in the kitchen. So we're going to try to do that and see what those results are from the various things that we cook. So up we go with our 10,000 gold, and we're going to say, hello there. We're going to upgrade the house. 10,000 gold, 450 wood. Are you interested? Oh boy. Only a minute pause there. She says, I'll start tomorrow and it'll be finished in 3 days instead of the normal 2 days. So I probably should have gone and got that redwood right then, because there's no way in the world I'll be able to finish that. I don't know what happens if I don't finish the quest. I don't know if she keeps that hardwood, and that's 80 pieces. So I got to remember to go back and get that. So hopefully I don't forget. So we're going to go see Clint, and we've got a donation for the museum. Hopefully with the 8 geodes, what do we got? Is it 8? Yeah, those letters sometimes are so small it's hard for me to see them. With 8 geodes, maybe we'll have something extra that we can add to the museum. Always like to give extra stuff there. So far, come on, give us something good. The copper was good. We do need copper. In fact, we probably ought to make a run to the lower levels of the mine so that we can get some more copper. So it looks like we're getting a few things. I'm not sure which of those that we can donate. So as you've probably surmised, there's lots of things that you can do in this game that gives you a sense of purpose, like the museum, for instance. You can see there's shelves. When you click on one item, you can see that there's all these places. There's even more spaces off to the right there. So it takes you a long time to complete the museum collection. And it's such a sense of accomplishment when you do. There's a sense of accomplishment when you complete the community center and you get it all built back up. You know, poor Mayor Lewis shows it to you and it's falling apart, and so it gives us, in a role-playing sense, it gives you a sense of purpose that you're helping. You know, poor Gunther, when there's a cut scene there where he's so bummed that the place had fallen in disrepair, and you know, so it's like you're a part of this town and you're helping. So I went ahead and sold those eggplants instead of throwing in my shipping bin, and there was a plum there too, and it's like, man, do we not have any money or what? I was also looking at everything here and trying to make sure that I had purchased one of at least everything. I had a new accomplishment, and it was, oh, I've earned 50,000 total gold. Now, obviously, I've spent that, but look at that, 50,000. So that's cool. That matters, you know, in a little while here. Oh, one of our next purchases is the next backpack expansion. Whew, 10,000 gold. Someday, 10,000 gold won't be as big of a big deal. But when you're looking at 582 gold to your name, 10,000 is a lot. But as your farm expands and your whole process expands and grows, your money grows exponentially. So, I mean, I think right now, I mean, I've purchased some major purchases in my 11-year-old game, and I still have over $8 million in my bank. It's not a big deal. So, but it takes a while to get to that point. You know, there's lots of ways to make money, and this is how I do it. It's a slow, organic process, and so that's how I do it, and that's okay. We haven't even gotten through the first year, and we're doing pretty good. Not, not a speed run here. It's a retired slow play, and there's a reason why I call it that. So kind of keep that in mind. I mean, there's other ways of playing, and if you want to see some of those ways, there's plenty of YouTubers out there that can show how to very quickly make money in the game and advance much faster. The purpose of my series here is to show how to have a retired, relaxed, slow play of the game, and that's what I'm doing. Right now I'm going to head on down to the super secret forest, and while I'm doing that, I'm just knocking some weeds and things out of the way. Again, as you can see, as I'm hitting the weeds and things and grass, I was also real curious to look over there. Like, oh my god, that tree keeps calling me. I keep wanting to go over there. As I'm hitting the weeds and grass, I was adding hay or straw to my silo. And, oh, I'm sorry, Jazz. We talked to her and it messes her up. I stop here and look at this just to show you the things that they have. So, like, if you're trying to get a wood skip for the community center, this is one place you could get it. There's a lead bobber, a puffer fish, which we need for the community center at 20. What was it? 20? I don't remember how much it was. So there's things that you can buy there that are useful. But when you got 500, it's like not happening. So I thought what I would do is I wanted to kind of clear this path a little bit better. This is the path to the super secret little area back here. And so just to make it easier when I'm walking through, and because I need the resources, I've used 450 wood just now. So anyway, make sure to get your sword in hand before you go to the left here, because look at all this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 slimes. And they're all after me. 2 of them are anyway. But we're going to be smart and be careful. And look at that. We got another. They give away mahogany seeds from the slime. Isn't that curious? And they're giving sap. Oh, that's interesting. Sap, slime, and mahogany seeds. Mahogany tree seeds. How curious. And there's a forageable mushroom. And we really should probably be looking at the forageables. It is 7th day of fall, and again, each season has their own forageables, and we want to make sure that we get some of all of those. And I'm trying to see how much hardwood we get again on this run, and looking around for slimes. Oh, look at that. That is another mushroom. It's called a chanterelle. Again, that is a fall mushroom that you can find in here in this special super secret forest. And I saw another slime down here. Dude, you cannot hide from me. Who do you think you are? And there's also this interesting looking fellow up above, and he said something about something sweet that he wanted. So we need to go figure that out. Something sweet. So I'm going to work on that. And there's also, sometime we're going to need to bring our fishing rod and fish in that little pond. I don't know what it gives us there. So now we have 29 of 80, and it's the final day. So obviously, we're not going to make that. And I was pretty sure that we don't have a diamond. First I was thinking, I should have grabbed that diamond and brought it, because we go almost right by the wizard's place. So I was kind of annoyed with myself. So I'm not having a super productive day, really, except for spending 10,000 gold. That's okay. That was a necessary, expensive expenditure. So, anyway. Oh, worms. And another book for the library. We'll have to go see what that one said. I try to read them all the time. Now look at this, isn't this curious? So I thought, you know what, let's kind of clean this area up a little bit. Maybe there's more mushrooms. Who knows, mushroom trees. And I really need to make another tapper and decide if I'm going to keep both of them. If I want to propagate them, again, how you propagate them is you clear the area around a tree. And this is the same for any tree. You clear the area around the tree, and trees will drop a seed. And then I saw we've got some large tree stumps here that I hadn't gotten to. I hadn't seen them. So I thought, well, let's get over to those guys and knock them down, see how many we got. I mean, I seriously doubt it's going to be enough for 80 in one day, but I was really curious about them, how many we had, because I hadn't gotten this far. Again, eventually this will all be cleared and I'll have special, whatever, certain areas for certain things. But I just love that mushroom tree down there. Not sure what to do about it, because I'm not sure if that fits in my plan that I had in my head for my farm. So I don't know. We'll see. Lots of options here, and plenty of time, because we really can't afford to buy any more buildings right now, being broke as we are. So anyway, that's what I'm spending my rest of my day doing, is doing some clearing and looking around and seeing if there's any more mushroom trees that I might have missed. Again, those come about kind of magically. If you have a forest and clumps of trees together, then you have a chance for one of those trees to turn into a mushroom tree. And apparently I had that happen twice, which I don't know if that's ever happened to me before. And last time they started down really farther, much farther down below. So I don't know. I'm not sure. Our Grandpa's Shrine is a really neat area. A lot of people decorate it all up and put all kinds of stuff around it. I've never had a mushroom tree nearby, so it's right there. So not sure what I'm going to do yet. I'll have to figure that out. Kind of give that some thought. We got plenty of time and before we are ready to really lay this farm out. As you can see in the beginning here, I've done everything near the front because it's convenient. So I'm just kind of knocking around and looking around while I'm, knocking a few things down. And I didn't want to do too much hay because I've only got the one silo. Oh, look at that grass. Get away from that mushroom tree. Oh my goodness. I've only got the one silo, and it only gets so full. So if you have a full silo and you're knocking hay down like this, it's going away to never ever land. So that's something else that I was thinking of. Final day, not happening. So I don't know what's going to happen. I should have gone back to Robin's and taken that hardwood back. I don't know if we'll get it back or not. So we'll have to go see. Putting away all of our resource that we've gathered. We're back up to 65 hardwood. Just kind of saying. Seeds. Got to remember the seeds now are over here. I just noticed when that flashed up that there was gold in there. So it's like... it's really different being able to re-watch your gameplay. It's a first for me, and it's embarrassing as all get out because I see things that I completely miss. And I'm sure that I would hope that anybody else that would do the same thing would have the same experience. And I'm just checking for the syrup here. It's like, oh, I can't believe I missed that. I can't believe I put gold over there. And I'll find that eventually. I'll figure it out. But it's really embarrassing when I see it happen. It's like, oh my gosh, really? So anyway, as we're getting close to our bedtime, we'll go ahead and reload our furnace again. And as I've mentioned before, there's nothing worse than getting ready to craft something. You're 2 bars short of something and you had the ore to make it. You just hadn't done it yet. So that's why I'm trying to keep those furnaces cranking at all times. And I'm glad I got 2. We crafted 1 and then we ended up getting a free one at the community center. Oh, level 7 foraging. We can make fertilizer now, tree fertilizer, and warp totems. The warp totems, what they are, you craft them and then they warp you to whatever the location says that it is for. There's different locations and you can tell where they are by it looks like little bears. There's one for some items were placed in the town lost and found. Now that's curious. I don't know about a town lost and found. Weird. The totems, like for instance, there was a beach one. So if you click on the warp totem, it'll take you to the beach. There's one for the mountains, and there's eventually one for your home. Spirits are very displeased today. Living off the land. Tips. Blackberry season. So there's blackberries everywhere, apparently. And Linus says he lost his bucket. Well, of course we're going to look for it. We'd do anything for Linus. And Blackberry, find his bucket, return it to him. Okay, we'll try. And we got Robin there. Final day, and the wizard wants a diamond. And I would almost swear I had a diamond. But I think what happened was I did get my first and only diamond and donated it to the museum. So that's not cool. I mean, obviously we need to do that, but it would have been nice. It was 22.50 the wizard was offering for that diamond. Wow, that would be much needed Monday right now. So hindsight is always 2020, but you know, what can I say? It said donate it to Gunther, so I did. Oopsie doopsie. So we harvested the few things that we had ready. And we're getting ready to do our chores. There's Robin working away. Look at her. Hello, kitty. How you doing? And we're going to get some water in the kitty bowl. And we're going to go check and see what Lucy left us. Another large egg and a gray quality, which is medium quality, and gold star mayonnaise. So that's cool. Hey, Clara, how's it going? How's it going, girl? Got 4 hearts now with Clara, so that's cool. And we milk her and get a Gray Star large milk. Pop it in the cheese press. Get more cheese for the mine. While I would like the money, I want to stay alive in the mine even more. So that's why we're hanging on to it and putting it right in there. So now we got 3, which is great. I mean, I don't know how much harder it's going to get in the mine, but whatever it is, we're better prepared than before. Pop the mayonnaise in our shipping bin. Then we have to decide what we're going to do the rest of the day. And we're going to do mine. Grab some extra food. And it's like, why am I taking that to the mine? That doesn't go to the mine. Put my food off to the side. I can put it anywhere, but I keep it on my top bar anyway, because I can more easily get to it. The bottom level's great. I'm really glad that we did that. It was worth the 2,000. And when it comes time, it'll be worth it, I guess. We got a little lowly wild plum there. It'll be worth it when we get the bigger one. But by then we'll be saying, man, how did we ever get by with only that first level? 12 items is just not enough. So we're picking some stuff up along the way. That's cool. We got a blackberry and a hazelnut. And as we said, it's blackberry season. Now look right down there. Looks like there's bushes with some blackberries. Just like in salmonberry season, blackberry season is the same, where they've got the bushes there where you can go around and shake them and get the blackberries. So they can be used for food in the mine, or we can put them in our preserve jars to make blackberry jelly. And I don't know if you can use them to make wine, but we can't make wine yet. Soon, hopefully. Well, it's going to be quite a while, actually. We got to continue to add on to our little cabin, and eventually we'll be able to do that. But for now, that's okay. And look at all the ones I'm getting, just kind of wandering around. It's like, oh, that's cool. Extra food for the wine, for the mine. We're loaded up. So, you know, we'll see how we do. We're starting out on level 90 and immediately go to 91. And so I don't know what creatures we're going to have. We really struggled on the 80s levels with the creatures that we were battling. And it's just, my goodness, it took us maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 different tries to get from 85 to 90. It was tough. So I don't know how we're going to do this time. Hopefully not as bad of a difficult journey here, but we've got our nice new sword that I really like. It's so much better than anything we've had so far. You can see that I can swing, so anything in that radius that I'm swinging is hitting it. So that's good. And so far, slimes is all we've got, and that's good too. We don't need anything more difficult than that right now. We can take a break from the nasty creatures if that would be okay. Look at that, already down to 92. And a red mushroom. That's awesome. So I'm going to kind of organize here. I don't care to see how much more ore or sap or fiber or slime that I'm currently getting. I want to keep my foods up where I can get to them relatively easily. So that's why I cleared all that, so I could see better. I really, you know, if I'm looking for ore in particular, I might leave the ore in the top level of my inventory. Gosh, down to 93 already. Whew, we're going pretty quick here. I'll leave it up there so I can see how much ore I've collected. But for the most part, man, For the most part, I'll move things down below so I can see better. And I don't know what it is that happens to me when these guys turn me red. I can see that I'm red. I don't know if I'm more easier to hit. I'm not sure. I don't know what it did to me, but I did know that I found another level really quick, and we're on 94 already. And I haven't even eaten any food. So I'm feeling pretty optimistic at this point on how we're doing. It's only 11:50 or 12 at noon now. We're on level 94, and we haven't touched our food. And our health is about half, but that's okay. That's not too bad. But oh, we're even getting some copper ore, thankfully. And again, I mean, we're getting lots of gold ore. I mean, we're just got a ton of gold ore. So we had that all through the 80s levels, and it looks like we're going to get quite a bit of it on the 90s level too, or 90s levels as well, is a better way of putting it. So we only have one more level to make 95, and we just got poisoned by a red slime. Not cool. So it might be time to eat a little something. It looks like our health is down a little bit, so we'll kind of use up some of these lower level things to save our cheese for a big emergency. You've also got all these blackberries too, so we got plenty. You know, we're not short on food. That's always been a problem with us up till this point, but now I think we're done pretty good. So I was able to use just the fruits that I brought to get my level up to most of my, I'm talking about my health, back up. My energy's already there, all the way there, but it got my health up pretty high. We're doing pretty good, so I'm feeling pretty optimistic about hitting at least 95 today. So that would be awesome if we could do that. Again, every time I come, I shoot for 5 levels, because you get an elevator floor that shows up number on that, so I can go to 95 next time I start or whatever. Every 5 levels you have a new elevator door that you can go on. And we got a little bit of activity down here. We got these ghosty things that kind of go behind me and make me mad. And we've got these helmeted things that really hit me hard. So those 2 creatures took half of my health down. Those 2 creatures. I was like, really? Seriously? I'm not seeing anything else in here. And then a bat shows up, of course. And we'll take care of the bat and take their wings happily. Took a little tiny bit of my health with it. Oh, there's another bat. So I don't know. I think we're having pretty good luck today, it seems like. And we're going to keep looking around for the stairs now. I don't see anything else that we need to get or find down here. So unless I missed an area, which is always possible. I mean, I don't. Sometimes I'll walk around, I think I've seen everything, and I realize, no, I haven't. Oh, it looks like I did miss this little area up here. Either that or I just ignored it when I came in. No big deal. But we'll go ahead and take care of the slime that's bugging us here and hit us. Not cool. Hit me quite a bit, actually, and got my health way down. It's like, dude, that made me unhappy. So instead of eating my food right away, because I'm pretty confident I got everything, I wanted to use up as much energy as I needed to go down that level before I eat any food. And of course, I immediately see that I had a pretty nasty bad guy that was looking at me. And I really probably could have gone down another 5 levels. But I just decided that I didn't want to go down any further. It was going to take, I probably could have. I was really happy that I made it to that level though. I mean, that was like, wow. I kept thinking, wow. So I'm looking around for the blackberries. And if you remember, Linus wanted us to find something. Bucket, I think it is. So I've been looking around, checking out the bushes and shaking them all. And I'm getting some blackberries, but I'm not finding his bucket yet. And so I'm just kind of reorganizing my stuff here a little bit. And I'm really happy with what we've done so far today. But I am going to go kind of look around for some blackberries. So you don't always have to spend all of your days until midnight working. You don't. I know a lot of people think that I go to bed too early sometimes, and I don't care. This is a retired slow play. I play the way that I want to play. I'm not power playing in any way, shape, or form. I'm kind of enjoying the game in a relaxed manner. So that's the beauty, one of the beauties of this game, is you can either power it and have some major achievements very early on, or you can take it a day at a time and enjoy each day as it comes. And that's kind of what I choose to do. So sorry if that's not how you play, but that's how I play. So I'm just continuing to look look around. I know there's lots and lots of blackberry bushes, and I can only assume that in salmonberry season, I must have missed a lot of salmonberries, because it seems like I find a ton more blackberries this season than I did in salmonberry season. And I don't know if I just missed them. Not sure. Double checking the special bulletin board and ectoplasm or 2 dozen eggs. And I don't want to do either one. I've not even seen ectoplasm, I don't think. And it would take me forever to get 2 dozen eggs, especially since we only have Lucy, our one chicken. And we need to keep processing her eggs so that we can sell the items that she gives us, mayonnaise for the eggs. So, you know, we'll get to those things sooner or later. Still looking for the blackberries while I'm wandering around. I've got time. And that's one reason why I left the mine early, so that I could do a little bit of blackberry hunting and trying to find that pail that that Linus wants us to find. In the meantime, we'll get these berries. We can use them. Like I said, we can use them for food, or we can put them in our preserves jar. Either way, we'll make money on them no matter what. Common mushroom. Looking here and say, okay, what have I got here? My inventory is like completely full from the mine. I just decided to do a little berry hunting right there. Missed a bush on the way. That's okay, no problem. So it's getting kind of late. It's, you know, when it gets after dark, I can't see the screen as well. You guys can't see the screen as well. So usually I try to get whatever I'm going to get done by 8 p.m. And then I can do things around. I mean, I can see well enough to do whatever like this, put my resources away. Got lots of resources this time. Even got some iron ore, not much, but 1 piece, I think. So put those things away and then kind of plan my next day. I did end up getting a bomb. I know a lot of people don't go to mines without bombs because it blows all the rocks up. And you know, maybe when I'm doing more than just trying to power down through the levels, because I'm just trying to get to the bottom of the mine, however far that is. So I guess if I was mining, meaning I'm looking for things, I'm looking for iron ore, I'm looking for copper, I'm looking for whatever it is that I'm looking for, those kinds of things, then I would be more likely to invest the time and energy to make bombs. At this point, I'm okay with the way I'm doing it. I'm just looking for the stairs. So we're going to make sure our furnace is cranking for us before we call it a day and go to bed. And then at that point, we will end our day. I want to thank you so much for following me along on this journey. If you've not done so, please subscribe to my channel. It'll encourage me to keep doing this series and will help me feel like I'm doing something that other people are interested in. And so please hit subscribe if you haven't done so. And if you like the things that I'm doing, the way that I do it, please hit like on my videos, because that again encourages me to continue along. And the most important thing though is I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day.